All right, so for today's Which Word of the Day, I am choosing prestidigitating, verb. And prestidigitating, or the act of prestidigitation, refers to sleight of hand or skillful manipulation of the hands for performing magic tricks and illusions. It is also the name of a versatile zero-level spell in Dungeons & Dragons that allows a spellcaster to create small, temporary, and harmless magical effects. The word comes from the Latin and French meaning quick finger or nimble finger. All right. There you go. There's the word.
How many people in Dungeons & Dragons are actually going to be able to pronounce that? Like when they're casting the spell. That's got to be a toughie, you know?
Yeah.
I always think of Sword in the Stone when I think it's based off of Prestidigitanium.
Yep. I remembered him saying that.
You haven't even read that?
Wait, what are you doing with the book?
So he has the confidence to finish the story.
Hear now the words of the witches.
Can you hear the words of the witches? Yeah, the words of the witches.
Welcome to Words of the Witches, the Charmed podcast that will guide you through the lesser-known published lore of the Charmed universe.
In this night and in this hour, we call upon our fanboy power, bringing education and stupefaction to all of you.
Together, we will use our knowledge and reverence abundantly, but also find ourselves sassy and delightful.
Which is why we will truly be charmed.
All right, Spellworders, this is Words of the Witches, episode 158. I am Kevin, your resident Charmed resource.
I am Sean, and I am not a Dungeons & Dragons player.
I know, me neither. I'm so terrible. And joining us again, our wonderful Allison Pregler. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me back. Woo! The power of three.
To have you.
Yes.
Power of three. So how's it happening with you in Canada?
Oh, it's good. It's better here than elsewhere.
Yeah,
I will
like
say.
here.
I'm so jealous. we're on fire. It's great. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's getting real spooky around here. That's what I'm excited about. The leaves are starting to change, getting all orange and red out there.
Yes.
It's my favorite time of year.
Definitely.
Me too.
Beautiful.
I know I did. We have a haunted hayride here in LA. I did that last night. I got Not Scary Farm later this week. Got another
jealous.
event where they're allowed to touch you. So I've got a lot going on.
That sounds amazing.
With their nimble fingers.
Yes, with their prestidigitated fingers.
Well, yeah, I'm excited. I've been listening to all of your new Charmed rewinds. They're hysterical, as always.
Oh, thank you.
Such a fun time.
They're fun to do. They're long, but they're fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So before we get started with today's episode and today's magazine, I did have a poll from last week that I wanted to go over the results. It was, who is the best recurring family member? And your options were Grams, Patty, Victor, or adult Chris.
I'm going to say it's either Grams or Mom. That's going to be my guess.
Okay. You agree, Sean?
Yeah. I had the unpopular answer. I said adult Chris, but I don't think that'll win. I agree. It's probably going to be Grams or Mom.
Okay. So on Instagram, Victor got the least amount of votes, 3%. Then adult Chris got 13%. Patty got 15%, and Grabs with a whopping 69%.
Wow.
That's a
69.
hysterical number.
That's a hysterical number.
Grams wiped the floor with them.
She really did.
She did.
And the results are really close on YouTube too. Victor got 0, adult Chris got 38. Patty got 13, and Grams with 50.
That doesn't surprise me. Victor got the lowest.
Yeah.
He's very divisive, and yeah.
But also, it's like, is it first Victor or second Victor? You know, not fair to second Victor. He was better than the first one.
He was.
All right, now we have some manner keeping.
You can't just vanquish an entire house, especially not our house. People are gonna notice.
manner keeping.
Well, the problem isn't the manner. It's the manner in which it was treated.
A good witch is a clean witch.
I have two things. Do you have anything, Sean?
No, I already blurted it out at you what I've been doing. Halloween stuff.
So, Halloween stuff. My manner keeping is just with to-dos that are happening in the ether. I forgot to mention last episode that Brad Kern's house was destroyed in the LA fires.
Oh.
It burned down. But
You
what
seem
sucks
a little
even more
too happy about that.
I mean,
Yep.
poor Brad Kern. Poor Brad. You're just deserves. But the thing that sucks about it more is the Book of Shadows. The hero Book of Shadows was damaged with smoke damage. So it's the one, the main one.
He talks about it in this magazine, taking that book home.
I know.
Yeah.
So it was actually the perfect episode to bring it up then. See? The other bit of information that I want to share is recently Kevin Smith, he's doing this comic series called Quick Stops, and there was a special variant cover that features Shannon Doherty as the character in Mallrats Renee flinging Brody out of the Hallowell Manor doors.
Nice. That's
so
fun.
It's pretty cute. Yeah, it's a tribute issue to Shannon, and this was drawn by Noel Kelly, and it gives me all the feels, so I'm happy that I have it. All right, so with those out of the way, let's talk about this magazine.
Woohoo!
So this is Charmed Magazine number 14, issue 14, with the big letters, big headline, Final Page. It was published November 28th, 2006, with the editor Daryl Curtis, designers Caroline Grimshaw, Daniel Burra, Stuart McKay, and writers Kate Anderson, Phyllis Ungerleider, David Walden, and Kate Lloyd, and Ian Spelling. Aha!
Was this their first magazine after the finale aired, the series finale? That's what it seemed like.
No, this is the second or third, so it is fairly recent.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So what we'll be discussing today, Sean, what are the contents?
Yeah, we get to hear about Rose McGowan, all the Paige, the Charmed Magazine Awards. I feel like they keep talking about this, and we finally get the answers. A very riveting tribute to Aaron Spelling with lots of new information we haven't already heard before. Peter Chomsky, Special Memories, Wes Ramsey, Wyatt's The Story, Maria Simmons, Double Trouble, Rebecca Balding, oh, this woman's work, and then some crap from Brad Kern, and the regular stuff. We get the Baymere news, we get the double-sided poster, a competition, the subscribe, show and spell, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, this week's Bay Mirror, the Charmed News, we have learned that Forever Charmed had more than 4.5 million viewers and was universally praised. Brad Kern saved every penny to make it happen. We also learned that Charmed is shown all over the world, if you didn't know. And it is... I think it's fun to know some of the titles that it's known by in different countries, like Zauberhofthexen in Germany and Hexenfrau Warren Manor in Denmark, Karovnis in Slovenia. They didn't mention this, but I know it's called Stregi in Italy. I have some posters for Stregi, so that's kind of fun.
Nice. Do you know what that translates to in Italy? Just witches or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just witches.
That's a boring title. At least you know what you're getting, though.
Yeah, or magic or something. I should ask one of my Italian friends. The one, maybe Matt, who played adult Wyatt in the Charmed musical. He's from Italy. We also get more information about Alyssa's baseball gear. It's for the ladies. It's called Touch Again. So there you go. And then there's a page about what the cast is doing now, but it was shit we have already discussed, and so it's not very interesting.
I was wondering how much we were going to go over. I'm like, I don't have a lot to say about some of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff that it's been mentioned in issues and stuff that goes, it's like, no, I don't care. They're doing stuff.
I do enjoy this type of fan magazine. You'll be surprised to find out this is the first and only Charmed magazine that I've read. But this type of fan magazine, it's great. They always have to add some adjective to whoever they're talking about, like the handsome Julian McMahon, the gorgeous and talented Alyssa Milano, every time. Just in
The
case you weren't
wickedly
aware.
talented.
Yeah, wickedly talented. Spellbinding.
It's truly true.
I should have had the rundown open.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that would help. I'm really
Here,
prepared
let me make
for
up
this.
an adjective for you while you're looking for that. The alluring Allison.
Ooh,
we're at all the
alliteration,
page
too.
now? Are we on all the page now? Is that what we're up
Yes,
to?
all the page.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the alluring Allison. I was listening. I was just trying to. Okay. Yeah. So this was an interview with Rose McGowan, where they talk about her feelings after the show ended. She's also in the middle of filming Planet Terror at the time, so she's going back and forth between that and the finale of Charmed. And this interview I found was a little insane, to be honest. It's hilarious to me because she's so tired and does not care at this point about the finale. It makes it very clear. I took some notes about some things that she does during this interview, or that she says during this interview,
Yes.
which I found very funny. I'll bring my notes up. Okay, so the first thing that happens, the very first question, or comment that the person at the magazine is mentioning to her, they're like, "Oh, you got some Paige action figures. They're pretty cool. Must be pretty cool to have your character made into an action figure." Yeah, one of them's crap. Yeah, they made a better one the first time. The other one's crap. And that's how the interview starts.
I mean,
And then they're like, "Well, how do you
true.
feel now that the show's ending?" And she goes, "Awesome. I feel awesome that the show's ending." Because they're just tired because the season 7 was supposed to be their last. And this is a sentiment in other interviews too, where they're like, "Why are we still here? I don't know what's going on." Not a lot. I just feel like a lot of the stuff Rose McGowan says is very candid, which is very funny to me. Did not expect her to throw the R slur in at one point, but she definitely did.
She did.
Which was, I guess, to be fair, pretty common back then, but not that great for a magazine interview.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, there's a lot of other stuff there, but that's some of the things that I took note of. Do you guys have anything else in the interview that stood out to you? Am I just taking the charge on this, or?
No, I have some things. I thought it was funny because like the magazine was really who was David Walden was really pressing like, "This trailer is really nice. Do you want to take this to your house?" She's like, "What the fuck? That's a stupid idea. Why would I do that?"
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
She's kind of like, "That's dumb." And then they're like, "Well, what are you gonna steal anything from set?" And then she's just like, "No, I asked to take some wallpaper." They're expecting some cool thing, and like, "Yeah, I like this wallpaper here." I like the question too about what's it like to work with Alyssa and Holly? And she artfully ducks around this. She's like, "It's a special relationship we have." "Oh, but Holly's son's great," and then goes on about Holly's son, but not at the two women that she has to work with. "If you told me 5 years, I would be working with these same people for 5 years, I'd think that you're cracked."
Yeah. I like that she called her. She was surprised that Paige got married, and and she thinks she's the klutziest and is horrible at aim with potions. She's like, "I don't know why they keep making me throw potions. They know I suck at this."
Yeah. I like when they ask about Paige's evolution too. Like, how did Paige evolve as a character? And her first answer is like, "Well, she wore a lot of pastel knitwear or whatever in the beginning. Now she dresses better." I guess she had a real answer after that, but that was funny. She did have funny answers too. It wasn't just like complaining about stuff. But I appreciated that it was an honest interview.
It felt very her. I love that. In all of her interviews, it feels very her.
And her saying that like she hates the Leprechaun episodes makes a lot of things make sense, because I did not understand the weird Leprechaun racism that was going on throughout Charmed, but now I kind of see it was just real life bleeding through.
Right.
Not her favorite episodes.
Did you have anything, Sean, for that?
Yeah, actually, I do like. Allison just kind of hit on it, but when they ask her what episode does she not like, and she's like, her answer was very like, "I've been asked this a million times." She's like, "Everybody knows I don't like this. Just want to have fun." I'm like, she's so over it.
I guess, you would be too if like you think that the show's over with And you know, they all have like a complicated relationship with filming the show, but you do the whole like finale and you're ready to get going after, you know, season 7. And then you have one more season and then like you got to go through the whole rigmarole again, you know?
And then they keep asking her the same damn question. I can't tell you how many times they asked her favorite episode. She's like,
I know. It's Charm Noir. Stop asking me.
yeah.
It's like this magazine is lazy. Whoever like interviews, they're so lazy.
You run out of questions, I would think.
That's true.
I guess when you have a magazine just dedicated to one show, you run out of things after a while. But I guess, I don't know,
Yeah.
super fans want to know what's going on.
I guess so.
Because the internet was still in its earlier stages, so you'd actually find out information in these magazines.
All right, so now we have the Charmed Awards, the Charmed Magazine Awards. And like 2 or 3 issues ago, they presented these summaries for people to vote on. So all the people who subscribe to the magazine could send in their votes for their favorite categories that we'll go over. And now we have the winners. So we'll just talk about what won and then how we feel about them.
Awesome.
So-
Let's get started. So, best season 1 episode. So, it was a close call. That 70s episode came in second, but Something Wicca This Way Comes won. It's just such a good episode. Season 2, I was not surprised. Neither is Kevin. Runner up is Chick Flick, but the winner is Morality Bites. It's like everybody's like favorite episode of Charmed.
Of course, yeah.
It's good.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. Yay, me too.
Season 3, Just Harried was the runner up, but the winner is, no surprise, All Hell Breaks Loose. Everything changed with that episode. Season 4, the runner-up is Charmed Again Part 2, and you are going to like this because the winner is Charmed Again Part 1.
Oh.
Yep, everybody liked that Paige introduction, and they actually handled, you know, the death of Prue pretty well. They actually had them grieve, which was nice to see. Season 5, number 2 is Centennial Charmed. Number 1 is The Day the Magic Died. That one actually did surprise me a little bit.
Is that the one where Piper's in the asylum or whatever, or is that something
No, that's
else?
the
I'm trying
that's
to remember.
Brain
This is
Drain.
the one where Wyatt was born. Yeah, Wyatt was born.
Oh,
in-
right. Okay. Yeah.
Look, Kevin, I named an episode.
You did say brain drain. I'm very proud. I'm very excited that you're learning things.
Oh my god, stop. You're showering me with love. All right, season 6. We have another of these situations. Number 2 is It's a Bad, 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 Bad World Part 1, but the winner is It's a Bad, 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 Bad World Part 2.
Oh.
Entirely because of Barbas's performance, clearly.
Yeah. Best season 7. Number 2 was The 7-Year Witch. Number 1 is Something Wicca This Way Goes. And lastly, season 8. Number 2 is Via Con Leos. And the winner is Forever Charmed. It was such
I
a good
feel like
episode.
that just had to happen because it just aired, right? I just feel like it's
True.
fresh in people's minds.
I feel like a lot of these are just the safe answer or the popular answer.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a
But-
poll, but
Yeah, I guess that's true. I would encourage people to think outside the box. Like, don't go for your immediate thought. But that's just me. Maybe I'm a, you know, a nonconformist that way. That's why.
Yeah.
So the next set, we have best overall episode. The runner-up was All Hell Breaks Loose, with the winner being Forever Charmed. Seeing that, in my mind, it's Morality Bites, but sure,
Yeah,
whatever.
I agree. Out of all the people who have guested with us on this show, nobody has said Forever Charmed, and Morality Bites has been said multiple times.
oh yeah, that was the one that's basically like it just aired, so we're gonna
Right.
say that one.
Exactly.
But I think Morality Bites is the best episode of the show.
10 was Best Vanquishin. We say Vanquishin here because we're different like that. Runner-up was Cole and Long Live the Queen, but the winner was Cole and Centennial Charmed.
Boring.
Boring answer. Very
Is
boring
that where
answer,
she
yeah.
gave him peace or whatever?
Yeah.
We gave him peace.
You're dead, even though I'm not the real Phoebe that did it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Number 11 was Best Transformation, and runner-up was Oh My Goddess Transformation, with the winner being Phoebe into the Mermaid in A Witch's Tale.
Yeah.
Show them titties.
I wonder why. Yeah.
Why is the superheroes one on there? Come on, though. We got
Right.
better ones.
You know? Best Spell. Number 2 was the Incantation in Something Wicca This Way Comes. It's also called the Dominus Trinus, if this magazine was correct.
Get it together, Ian Spelling.
Right? No relation to Aaron Spelling.
Oh, but they had jokes.
They had jokes. But the winner for Best Spell was the Source Von Quishin Spell. Best Demon, runner-up was Barbus, or as James Mansfield likes to say, Barbarous. You know, mutual friend of Allison here. There we go.
Hey.
But the winner was Balthazar Cole. Another very boring answer.
Yeah. Get over him.
I think Barbus was a good choice, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Their greatest enemy.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I came up with a dad joke about Barbus. What was it?
Oh, no.
Like, what? So, I don't know what to say. Like, what did Barbus say at the carnival when he was holding balloons?
What did he say?
Like, this is my greatest sphere!
All right.
Something like that. Stupid. Anyway, funniest moment.
Not that one.
It was number 2 was Prue turned into a man. And the winner was the sisters find themselves deaf, blind, and mute in Sense and Sensibility.
Is it funniest moment? Is that the funniest moment? What are their choices here? Phoebe and Prue acting childish in Once Upon a Time. Future Wyatt revealing Coop is their uncle in the future in Forever Charmed. Phoebe turning into a genie in I Dream of Phoebe. And then Prue turning into a man.
None of those options are very great, actually.
No.
I think Sense and Sensibility is a very fun episode because of the interaction.
What about the very funny moment with the golem where it looked like Paige was giving him a blowjob? That's so funny.
Yeah.
They were real
Piper
proud
has
of
no
that
belly
one.
button.
They went on forever to set that up.
They
Why would
really
that on there?
Or just any scene out of Once in a Blue Moon. The whole episode is
Oh,
hysterical.
PMS werewolves.
No,
Just
the best-
sweep the whole thing.
The funniest moment of that episode is when...
Every poll
funny
question,
moment
it's
of that
PMS werewolves.
Exactly. Remember when like Paige orbs the thing out the window and you hear a cat sound?
Good stuff. They should have put anytime Daryl says, "Oh man," that should have
Oh,
been
man.
comedic moments.
I'm a
For
cop.
sure. Oh man, I'm a cop. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
That'd make a good song.
It would.
It was really good. All right, this is me, 15 to 20 here.
Yep.
All right, most romantic moment. The runner-up was Piper switching powers with Leo to heal him in Love Hurts. And the winner was Piper and Leo's wedding and Just Harried. I think that, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Best family moment. Runner-up, Wyatt's birth and the day the magic died. The winner was All Generations of Halliwell Family together and Forever Charmed. Just aired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many more moving moments in the series than that, but okay.
It's kind of a creepy photo of all of them hugging with Coop in there.
It is.
Melissa Milano looks particularly insincere. And like Coop's face, he kind of looks like I made a horrible mistake.
I was like, I don't want
He
to be
looks
here.
like
I don't want to be her.
he looks like he's looking at like Paige on the couch. Like I wish I was with her.
I wish I was anywhere else. All right. Best guest star, male. Runner-up was Drew Fuller as Chris, and the winner was Billy Zane as Drake. That's a pretty good choice. He won over
the
Julian
correct.
McMahon.
I'm very happy
pretty
For
good.
once.
because that is
Yep.
the correct choice.
I think that's deserved. I wish they had more of him. Best guest star female. Second was Jennifer Rhodes as Grams, and number 1 is Charisma Carpenter as Kira the Seer.
I was so happy for this
Another
one.
valid
Get
answer,
it, Charisma.
yes. Mhm.
I know this is dumb to ask. You guys read the comics, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Oh
covered
yeah.
them
So you know the
already.
stuff that they put in with Kira, I really appreciated. They made the arc better in the comic.
Oh yeah,
In the comics. Anyway, so 19, best use of a song. Number 2, Bell, Book, and Candle, played at Prue's funeral. And number 1 is the Charmed theme tune, How Soon Is Now, by Love Spit Love.
And you got
Feels
not,
like a
you
bit
get
of a
neither
cop-out.
if you watch it on streaming.
Yeah, that's true.
If you watch streaming or the Season 8 DVDs.
Yeah. I remember watching Charmed again with James, and I was like, what the hell song is this? This is not Bell, Book, and Candle. Where's the song I want?
It's funny because I don't have encyclopedic knowledge of everything that happened in Charmed, although I did watch the DVDs that have most of the music except for Season 8. But it's funny trying to identify that is definitely a replacement song. That sounds like a
Yeah.
replacement song.
Yeah.
Got replacey vibes here. All right, number 20, best one-liner. The runner-up was Phoebe, yo-ho, hello. Piper, did you just call me a hoe? From Power of Three.
That's
Did they
wrong.
reuse that? I feel like that's from the pirate one.
It's from
Not Power of
Charmed.
Three.
Yeah.
Charmed,
So-
yeah, Charmed. I know that one because I remember the hoe joke and it was bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how
And-
they put an E on Ho. Like, is she calling her a garden tool?
Yeah.
Right.
We don't want to have any bad words in this magazine.
yeah.
So
The R slur in it.
I'm going to address these runner-up quotes later in canonical because there's a problem with every one of them.
Okay.
I think put that in your pocket for later.
All right. Well, the winner, in case anyone's wondering, it was Piper saying, "I'm being stalked by psycho killers and I hide in the shower in chick flick." That's pretty good. I like that episode.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It was
That's a good one.
ambitious. You don't want to address these quotes? You want to do that later?
I'll do that later when we get to the
Canonical.
section where I just say
Okay.
everything that's wrong in the whole magazine.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
It usually takes like 30 minutes to get through.
No.
I'm just kidding. Oh, it's me. Thank you for the magic. So this is the Aaron Spelling kind of little rundown. So it went through a lot of like the actors he's worked with. It talked about a lot of the shows. We get into his career. He basically started as like a server in Hollywood. He worked his way up to writer. He worked his way up to producer. So it was a really sweet like look at the life of Aaron Spelling. One thing that really kind of touched me about him in reading this is it talks about, because it's Brad Kern talking about Aaron Spelling, and he talks about how one time they were sitting and watching one of the shows get filmed, and Brad kind of talks about how Aaron didn't really get Charmed. It wasn't like his cup of tea, but he knew that it was good. So I like that, this older dude who probably grew up, in the satanic panic and a lot of things that pointed out as witches being evil. Like, he knew it was a hit, even though it wasn't his regular cup of tea, because he's usually more into, like, the intense dramas, Love Island and Melrose Place and all those type of shows. So he just seemed like he was a really good man. Like, a lot of people have said that he treated them very well, very polite. So I thought this was a sweet article. For the intents of our podcast, we've heard most of this information before, but I'm glad that they did it.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I thought it was interesting them talking about the fact that he didn't really want to oversee Charmed, and it's like, well, that was good for me because I got to do whatever I wanted to. But also, it's like he was in his late 70s to 80s when the show started, and basically just produced a lot of stuff. Which is fine, because that's what, but it's just very funny, them like, oh, it wasn't his cup of tea. He didn't really want to oversee it. He didn't know what was going on, but he knew people liked it.
Yeah. He's like, I'm getting paid. Thank you.
I am getting paid. Thank you. But I think like in a lot of these cases when there's a producer that's like hands off, what Brad Kern was saying, like it was good for them. It's like that's fine as long as the showrunners care, as long as the people that are working on it actually care. There's someone running the ship, but I didn't know anything about Aaron Spelling's involvement with the show, so I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Or lack of involvement, I guess.
There you go.
Cool. So then we have the poster. We have the Paige one. There's the back of it when you see her feet too, but like there it is.
Get all the feet stuff.
Yeah, I feel like Quentin Tarantino right now.
Yeah, no, take that, Quentin.
Look at the feet in Planet Terror.
And then there's this one in the middle, which is really nice. So
Rose McGowan looks great with the little bangs. She didn't keep the bangs on the show, did she? She didn't usually have the
No.
bangs. But she looks nice.
Yeah, no, she does. Yeah. So we have a little kind of interview with Peter Chomsky. He's talking about what his typical day is like, and he oversaw the sound mixing and visual effects on Charmed for its entire run. And while they were filming Forever Charmed, Peter and his team were editing The Torn Identity, and I remember they went back into the sound booth and they were mixing like the tentacle porn monster sounds with the dialogue. So that's fun. And then they had to fix Victor Webster because he said Phoebes at one point, and he's like, let's change that to Phoebe, using his voice from another episode. Ta-da!
I didn't like that he said Phoebes.
No, I guess it wasn't right for his character. I don't know.
Who was it that called her Phoebes?
Coop. Yeah.
Coop. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That's such a small detail. I don't think it's out of sorts
Right.
for him.
And maybe because it was like kind of early in their like meeting, it felt too informal at that point. I don't know.
Sometimes when you're piecing something together, it just doesn't feel right, you know? I can kind of get that need to kind
That's
of
true.
perfect it a little bit.
Actually, when I wrote our latest little thing on X-Men, I did like get weird over certain details like that. So I get it, I guess. I get it.
Yeah. Then we had... Oh, he did mention that the sound of orbing was absolutely intended to be a tribute to Star Trek.
Oh.
Because if you don't know, if listeners don't know, pretty much the entire crew on Charmed carried over from Star Trek. It's like almost all of the same team.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I
Yeah,
knew they had
so
some
it's-
Star Trek people involved with directing. You know, they had LeVar Burton in there. So I knew
and
there
that's
was some
why LeVar
connection.
Burton. That's why that Delancey guy came.
Oh, right. John Delancey.
John Delancey, yeah. So a lot of them come over because of that connection.
Oh, okay.
If you can't tell, alluring Allison, Kevin and I aren't the biggest Star Trek fans, so we're trying to do our best to talk about it, but that's not our world.
I do recognize some people. I don't know it encyclopedically, but I do have some Star Trek knowledge. So
There you go.
Okay.
He was also involved with the prep work with directors, the early prep work. And his favorite episode is Chick Flick because of the challenge of shooting the movie within the show and the visual elements that were required from it. And he says even like the theme music, the love music for Phoebe, that played out in later years, kind of stemmed from this episode, thanks to J. Peter Robinson. So ta-da!
I didn't even think about the fact in Chick Flick he had to basically put together all of the like movie within the show elements beforehand, like edit it and put it in post and everything, because they had to put it on the screen and have them interact with that. So it's kind of interesting.
It's pretty involved. So kudos.
It was cool that he's like, I liked the challenge. You know, sometimes there's things in TV where you got no time and you're like, this sucks. But then like, it's nice when it's something that's like difficult, but they enjoyed tackling that, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Growth.
Yeah.
Then we have this little section, win a charmed wardrobe.
Ooh, I can see myself in all of these.
These are aggressively early 2000s, by the way.
Yes, they are.
I'm trying and there's the Book of 3 Volume 2, which we already covered on this podcast, but that's in there. Phyllis Ungerleider, who's a writer on this magazine, ended up being a writer on that book as well. So it's kind of fun.
Oh, okay. When did Phoebe wear those shoes that they highlight there. I guess you don't see the shoes as often, but when did she wear them?
Those are ugly.
They are.
They're one of
bad.
those I can't decide if like they're ugly and I don't like them, or they're kind of so ugly they're good. A lot of
Right.
Phoebe's wardrobe is like this.
Like that, yeah. Because I know
Yeah.
this outfit is like the dominatrix outfit that the demons wore.
Okay.
But I don't know those. I don't recognize those shoes. This one,
Yeah.
this little red pink number, that's from Run Piper Run. Season 8, episode 3.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Another classic episode.
But yeah, you can win these. You can win these things. So that's exciting.
Cool. And it's probably still
would
going
love
on,
to know
right?
who-
19 years later.
Yeah, I would love to know who won these. What they did with
Yeah.
them.
Exactly. Put them on eBay.
There are some people that like legit collect not necessarily screen worn, but like costumes that they know were off the rack stuff from shows like this. Like they're like they
yeah.
figure out who designed them and what catalogs they were in and all that. I don't know if you guys are some of these people, but like it's just very interesting because some people just scour all the like catalogs from the time and like just
gosh.
find out and like collect them and buy them off of eBay and whatever. So
There is a
think that's
Phoebe
pretty cool.
cosplayer that has done that with like almost all of her outfits. And
almost
she's in
all
Italy.
of them.
Yeah, she has
Oh
a whole
my
Instagram page
gosh.
where she's wearing this outfit, and so
I appreciate the commitment.
yeah,
It's amazing.
I have a Rose McGowan shirt from the 5th Halloween Wheel. I have that. I have that pink, that striped kind of thing.
Nice.
That's all I
Was it
have.
screen worn or just the same brand?
I feel like there is a scorch mark on it. So I feel like it's one they didn't use because she doesn't actually get a scorch mark in the episode, but she does get hit there, like when she, so she does.
Oh, so
things
so
that
it was
happen.
going to be used, but maybe didn't make it on
Maybe
screen.
didn't work, right?
Okay,
So,
that's really
it's
cool.
interesting. Yeah. All right. Oh, it's Wes Ramsey now. Yay, Allison.
Oh, Wyatt's the story. It took me too long to figure out. I was looking at the title and I was like, Wyatt's the story. Wyatt's the story. What does that mean? And I was like,
Right?
oh, it's just he's the. I get it. Okay, like it was way too long for me to be looking
Yeah.
at that, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, like what's
Anyway,
the story kind of pun.
Yeah. So this is an interview with Wes Ramsey, who played adult Wyatt, and he talks about how he got the role, his experiences on Charmed, how he felt coming back. He knew it was going to be a recurring role, but he didn't think he was going to be coming back. He thought it was kind of wrapped up at that point, but he thought it was nice that he was able to come back and play more of good Wyatt. He talks about his acting experiences, what he's working on now. Basically, it kind of comes off like a have a nice summer interview to me. Like, I wish them well in their future endeavors. This was a few episodes for me, but it's cool.
Right.
He seems like a real workhorse, though. I do respect, like, he was like, I'm in like 10 million movies right now, and then I'm going to do a play. And I'm like, what? When does he have time to do a play on top of all of this?
I know.
He's like, I went to Bulgaria and shot this, which probably means it was a piece of shit because it was a sci-fi movie in Bulgaria, so you know it wasn't very good. But
Nobody saw it.
But he went to Bulgaria to film it. That's got to be pretty cool. And then he's going all over, man. Respect to that guy. I do like him trying to pull a lot out of nothing with Wyatt too. Like he's like, I went to Juilliard and it reminded me of the Greek gods and the Shakespeare and I'm like, all right, and the grandiose dialogue and okay. And did either of you have anything else to note with that? That's all I really had.
I think he said he was excited about the audition for Charmed because he's like, one of my brothers likes the show and my dad likes Star Trek and I know like the crew's here, so I have to get on this show.
That was the connection. I didn't get the connection. He's like, my dad's a Star Trek fan, and then my brother said that he was watching Charmed, so I had to go. And I'm like, wait, what did Star Trek have to do with this? I get it now.
What else? Oh, and he says I really felt like part of the family, even though I don't really care that much because it was very much a have a nice summer kind of thing. But when I did meet him and had him sign my book, and he saw the Holly and Brian and Drew signatures next to it, he did this so
Aw.
so he had some kind of feels about it.
Sure. I don't think it meant nothing to him, but it is funny
Yeah,
because
right.
it's
Yeah.
clearly not as close
Yeah,
to
especially
it
at this
as some other
point,
people.
it's fresh, so it's not like probably as like meaningful. After the years go by, he's probably thinking about it
Sure.
more fondly, you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Double Trouble. So this is talking about Jason and Christopher Simmons, the actors who played Baby Wyatt. So this is with their mom, though, Maria, since, you know, they're babies. Maria talks about... I love how random this is. Maria was like, when I found out I had twins, I went on, like, a message board for people with twins. I'm like, that's a thing?
The Club for Mother of Twins, yeah.
Yeah, Club for
The twin
Mothers
club.
of Twins. Yeah. And I guess they told her in that club, like, you need to get your kids into, like, acting since so many shows use twins because of the child labor laws. So that's, she said she, like, talked to someone from Charmed, and without even
Well,
auditioning, they're
apparently
like, bring them in.
Apparently casting directors like frequented this twin group. They're like, hey, you got anybody? Can we see anybody?
Yeah, they're basically stalking people with twins. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we need some how many twin babies are being born, you know, in the vicinity that they can poach for their show, you know?
Yep.
And that's easy money, too, just for having twins. Now I got to start trying to knock up Alan.
Right.
But I guess I didn't know this, but in the early days when they were little bald babies, there's actually 2 sets of twins they were switching out for the little baby Wyatt until all the kids started getting older. They were like, crap, we've got to choose a set of twins to go with. So they went with Jason and Christopher. And this just gives Maria's like look on what it was like having 2 little boys who are in acting. She said her concern was like, are they going to have fun? Is it going to keep their attention? Like, how is this going to affect them? So she said there are a lot of days when they were stuck in the trailers. So she really had to like play pretend with the kids, make sure they remember their lines, make sure they know how to do like magic. She didn't want to get them confused. So rather than calling them like Holly and Brian, it was Daddy Leo and Mommy Holly. So I thought that was really cute.
Mommy Piper.
Mommy Piper. Sorry, I just said don't call her Holly. And then I liked the twins seem kind of funny. Like one of them would want to be the main actor, and the other would be like, "I'm over this." So then they kind of switch off. They kind of go in and out of like who's the main twin. So it seemed like they had like a good time with it. It seemed like it was a good experience for them. They asked her if she would continue them in acting. She kind of said, we'll see. And I don't know. I don't think they really did because I don't know about them outside of Charmed.
She did sound like a really well-balanced, like, Hollywood mom. Like, she's just like, if they want to act, they can act. And it seemed like they treated the kids real well on set. Like, they were just like, whoever wants to work will work.
It was really a cool thing.
Yeah, I've made a lot of jokes on our podcast about, like, you know, oh, the kids are off screen because they don't want to film them today or whatever. But I think, like, that was the best way to go, is basically use them when you can. Don't overwork them. When they want to work, they'll work, you know?
Yeah, and I agree. I got a very positive like mom feel from her. I don't know. She could be a serial killer, and I don't know. But just from this interview, she seemed like a good person.
Yeah, she didn't feel like one of those.
I feel like we
diva
would have
show
heard,
moms at
like,
all.
if the mom of the twins on Charmed was a serial killer. I feel like that would be news.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
she's a really good serial killer.
We don't know yet. It hasn't come out.
I did think it was funny though. They always ask to play in Wyatt's room, not realizing that they're like playing someone who's not them. That she said, which is
That was
funny.
cute.
And that whenever because they do watch the show and they're like, "That's me," even if it's not them. Like, "That's me." I'm always the one. So yeah, cute. All right, then we have our classic Charmed. It's Forever Charmed. Not
That's my
much
favorite
to say.
episode.
I'm so proud. There you go. They talk about how Phoebe has a thing for wedding dresses. This is her 4th wedding dress she had. And reasons to watch. Paige gets married, or Phoebe gets married.
Why do
I
they
don't
say
know.
Phoebe gets married as if, like, Paige didn't also get married
Right.
in the finale?
Yeah.
They're like,
We've
"Oh,
seen
it's
Phoebe get
rude.
married.
And,
Seen
that's
Phoebe
not
get married
exciting.
3 times now, 4 times.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Like, why are you obsessed with Phoebe's getting married? I don't know.
well, Phoebe was obsessed with it, so I guess we have to be.
Yeah. They have a spotlight on Keely Cuoco, and I think it's funny because last issue they had a quiz about like, oh, was Keely true or false? Keely was a former tennis champion or whatever, and here they mention it.
Of course.
Like they
People
should have
were
told
on
you
the
this
edge of
before
their
you took the
seat with that
quiz.
one.
Yeah. But yeah, this one wasn't. The episode aired on May 21st, 2006. That was the very last episode. But yeah, there's not much for me to say about it.
4.6 million viewers. Shows used to get that many people. Like,
Yeah.
that used to get that much of an audience. Like, it's a completely different landscape now.
It
Can you
really
imagine
is.
something getting 4.6 million views now? Like, that's huge.
Huge.
I mean, it was still really good back then, too, but, like, you know, you don't get that kind of
'Cause nobody watches
viewership on
TV
network
like that,
TV anymore.
yeah.
Yeah. This was this is an interview with Rebecca Balding, who played Elise. She's tough but fair. So she talks about how she got involved with the show. She was married to charmed co-executive producer and director Jim Conway, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with and probably talked about on this podcast. She talks about how they met, which was, I think, the most adorable part of this interview. She talks about how they were doing a horror movie together. Her husband was directing it, and she was acting in it. And then a week later, they were drunk, and she proposed to him. And the next day, they're like, hey, did you mean that? Yeah, I did. And then they went and got married. So, and they
So
stayed
fun.
married.
So
Did
sweet.
they stay married the entire time? Like, at least
Yeah.
of this interview, it was 25 years.
Yeah.
So-
they were married, until she passed.
Wow.
Recent years. Yeah.
What a love story. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I really enjoyed reading this interview because she seemed like a really fun person. Like, Elise, I think, is kind of ridiculous a character, but I enjoyed this interview. She also talked about, I didn't know this because it's been a while since I watched Charmed all the way through from beginning to end, but she talked about an episode where they asked her to bring in photos of her husband and her kids, like her real husband and kids, to like decorate the set for Elise's office. And she did that. And then 2 episodes later, she's talking about how lonely she is. And she's sitting there thinking, what happened? What happened to my kids and husband? It's the saddest thing I've ever heard. So in universe, something terrible happened here.
Yeah. No wonder why
Really
she's
tragic
such a bitch all the time.
backstory. Yeah. She has to be tough but fair. She's been conditioned to be tough but
Yes. Damn it, Phoebe!
fair. Damn it, Phoebe! If you weren't so talented and beautiful, I have to go cry at your shrine now. And Phoebe's like, I can't talk about this. I have to write my column. They also mentioned that she makes crafts. I thought that was cool. So
Great. She's like, yeah, I'm having fun.
yeah, she's just like, just have fun.
So now we are at our Ask Brad section. Anything, stand out to you in this interview?
I thought it was dumb when he's like, oh, in my head, I named the youngest kid Prudence as like a tribute to Prue, but I'm like, you didn't even put her damn name in the episode. Like, fuck you. Just put
Right.
Prue in there as a tribute to Prue.
It's so funny reading interviews with Brad Kern because
I
it's
know.
just like, he's kind of a dick, but he comes off like a dick even if you didn't know that he was kind
Yeah.
of a dick.
He really does.
I do like him being like, oh yeah, the DVD extras. They never wanted to do the DVD extras, but now they're doing the DVD extras, and then we're like, you better get down here. And it's kind of late, but whatever. We got something.
Can we have Allison come on every episode and read the Brad Kern section?
Yeah, you can be the Brad. Hey, how about you read his response to the Book of Shadows?
Okay,
And
let
that-
me.
yeah,
Oh,
with
right,
Brad
that
Kern.
story. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I gotta find it here. Okay, so Tia from Minnesota, this is what Charm Magazine was saying. Tia from Minnesota recalls that both you and Holly Marie Combs hope to leave charmed with the Book of Shadows in hand. Meanwhile, Blair T. Armstrong asks, who ended up with it? And 14-year-old Matthew Bester, everyone wants to know about this. 14-year-old Matthew Bester of Manchester wonders if there's any chance of someone publishing a replica copy of the Book of Shadows. Brad says, I have it. I just took it, laughs. Holly said that she'd been on the show longer than I was, which was true, but I told her I wrote the Book of Shadows over the 8 years. I told her that if she ever wanted to borrow it, if she was ever lonely for it, I'd lend it to her, but then I'd have to send 2 security guards along with it to make sure I got it back. It was all in good fun. I think she ultimately had no trouble with me taking it, and I love having it. I don't know what she took instead as a memento. So far as someone possibly doing a... Okay, I think he's just going on about the replica now.
But
She's fine with it.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
I did feel like that was kind of a dickish thing. Just be like, I wrote it.
Yeah.
Right.
You're ever lonely, you can borrow it.
But I'm gonna send 2
Lonely.
security guards. 'Cause I don't fucking trust you.
Like, I'm just kidding, not really.
Calm down, man.
Yeah.
And now look what happened to it. Burnt to a crisp in
Yeah,
his house.
thanks, Brad.
Wouldn't
Well,
have happened
and
at Holly's house.
I remember in one of the magazines, he talks about how he like named a character after his high school bully, which is fine. Like it's been done. Like Wes Craven did it with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
But he talked
What
about
happened,
how
John?
he sent him a copy of where he named the bully. He sent it to the bully, and I'm like, you just took it to an extra level. Like, why are you such
Like,
a
why?
Okay, that's
It's terrible.
really petty.
Yeah.
Really
Right.
petty.
He's like, I didn't get a response.
ima-
Like,
Can you imagine you're the bully? And this was like high school, right? Like, unless the guy's a real... he's probably not still a high school bully. I don't know. But, like, you get sent this from someone you knew in high school.
Right, like 20, 30 years later. Like,
Yeah.
I named him after you because you're mean.
How did he find the information to send it to him? He had to find out where he lived.
He's that petty.
I know.
What if he didn't live there anymore? Some random person got this and it's like, who's the bully now? Written in blood.
I know you did in high school.
Don't even remember you, dude.
What are you waiting for? Yeah. So yeah, that's Brad for you. Then we have Show and Spell. I didn't think any of these letters were particularly interesting, so let's just focus on the artwork.
Oh man, there was a chibi in there. That was the
Yes.
style at the time. The little
Yeah,
chibi
that-
anime Piper, I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, down at the very bottom.
Yeah.
This one.
The
Yeah.
the color portrait Paul Thompson from the UK did. That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I like that
That's
one.
good. I like
It's one of my favorite
Rita's
pictures.
Shari
Yeah, it's
Yarshi.
nice.
That one's cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit
Like
kind of
they put
manga
the little
style.
charm symbol as like a
Yeah,
wallpaper in
anime
the
style.
background.
Yeah. Yeah. So fun. Oh, and that's the magazine pretty much. All I have left to do is go over the canonical, put that in my canonical hat.
Canonical.
All right, so 27, that's the one with this one-liner question. So the fifth runner-up says, "Leave it to me to fall for the dead guy." It's leave it to me to fall for a dead guy. So that's not right.
Messed it up.
Yeah. And then the other quote says, it says, "I may be stuck in bed, but I'm not stuck on stupid." It's, "I may be stuck in bed, but I am not stuck on stupid." There's an M in there. I know. It's minor, but... Okay, this one. Paige, the quote, it says, "We sure did miss a lot when we was dead." First of all, that's not
I noticed
that's
that.
not correct English. Yeah. And
When we
in
was
the episode, when we was dead. So Paige did use the grammatic correction in the episode. She says when we were dead in the episode. So I don't know who wrote when we was dead.
I could hear her saying that though in a stupid way, just kind
I
of when
could
we was
too.
dead.
I
We
get
missed a
that
lot
too.
when we was dead.
I kind of wish it was that, actually. That would have been great.
Yeah, I could hear her
Yeah.
saying it kind of like in PMS Werewolves, and she's like, did you just kill another guy or
Yep.
whatever she said when she was just eating ice cream?
My fish food. We talked about how the Yoho quote was from Charmed. And,
Yeah, how did they get that wrong? The reason they said yo ho ho is the pirate
Right.
theme.
Like,
Yeah.
there isn't even an episode called The Power of Three, so I don't know where they
That's
got
what I
that
was
from.
thinking.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember this, but it just seems so generic. I'm like, maybe I just forgot.
Yeah. They spelled Finley's name wrong on page 16. They put L-A-Y instead of L-E-Y.
Burn it.
And then Brad Kern called that 70s episode That 70s Show.
Oh no.
Oh, I legit thought he was just talking about the show, that 70s show,
Right.
like they worked on it. I was like, oh, did they work on that? I didn't get he was talking
Yeah.
about the episode. I did love that story when it's just like, I don't know what's going on, but I love it. I legit love that 70s episode. That's got my favorite
good.
shot of the entire series in it. When she says, Warlock, speak on! And then Graham sends him out the
Flying
door.
out the door.
My favorite effect shot. And then flying out. Oh, I love it. It's so
It's
good.
And they go, ah!
Alyssa Milano smiling the whole way. So funny.
So that's all my canonical, not too bad. And then the poll for next week is P is for poll. Who is most likely to throw things across the room? Kid Wyatt or adult Wyatt? That's hard, 'cause I think they both done it.
I'm gonna say
I
Kid
mean,
Wyatt.
Kid Wyatt would cast a spell and do it, and then like Piper would be like, I don't know how to stop this. I can't bind his powers, so I'll just let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I'm gonna say adult Wyatt to be different, just because we've seen him like fling Chris across the room in the future.
You're talking about evil adult Wyatt or good adult Wyatt?
Any, both, either.
I don't think good Wyatt would.
Good Wyatt would.
I think he's too vanilla to be doing that.
That's true. Although he did like disintegrate like a bunch of people with his little heat wave.
Did good Wyatt disintegrate people?
Yeah.
I don't remember
It's like, leave
this.
my
When did he
family
do this?
alone.
Oh, okay.
In imaginary-
He's got his
in imaginary
superpowers.
fiends.
That's true.
Yeah.
When he's forced to do it, that's
So,
true.
I know, tricky. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm curious how people will vote.
Yeah.
So then that's it for the magazine. So next issue we'll be talking about Post Piper, another Holly Marie Combs interview. I'm getting there's only so many times we can interview these people, but okay.
That's why they're like, oh, I know the answer to this one. I've answered
Yeah.
it a million times.
Everybody Loves Leo, so we get another Brian interview. Magic Memories, where the crew talks about their favorite moments from the series. Then we get A Day in the Life. It's the first of a series of regular features where we talk to key members of the Charmed crew. That might be interesting.
Yeah.
And then we get an interview with Denise Dowse, who played the Angel of Destiny, and some more posters. So cool. That's what's coming next episode.
Cool.
So we did it! Woo! Woo! So thank you for joining us.
How many issues of Charm Magazine did they do, by the way? I'm just curious.
24.
Do you know offhand?
24.
24. Woo.
This is the pile of them all.
Oh, okay.
Because
I should have known you had them all already.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I would go to Barnes and Noble and like come on the day they're released and go buy them.
Oh my gosh.
But only a few more
Just
episodes
to get
till we
that
through
feeling back.
finally.
Just to get that feeling back of going to Barnes and Noble for something you're really excited about. Release day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do miss those days.
So yeah, more to come. But until we come back, let's go over where we can find everybody. So Allison, what's happening with you? Where can we find you? All the good things.
You can find me at Allison Pregler. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on YouTube. also under Movie Nights, the series. And I do a podcast called Charmed Rewind with my husband, Phelan. We have a lot of dunks. We have a lot of fun at the show's expense. If you got a sense of humor about it, you might enjoy it. And I also talk about movies that are so bad they're good. I talk about a lot of Baywatch, a lot of silly stuff.
With Dorian Gregory.
Yeah, Dorian Gregory. All the Baywatch Nights episodes, if you want to see what else he was doing when he started a TV series, it's quite something.
Yes.
Incomprehensible. Also, right now I'm working on some Halloween stuff. I'm currently editing together a video about all the Home Improvement Halloween episodes.
Oh my
so
gosh. That's
that'll be coming out
fantastic.
soon.
I cannot wait.
It was really fun to watch them. It was my first time really watching Home Improvement outside of like random channel flips back when it was on. So it was really fun.
There we go.
You gotta do it.
Yeah. Thank you. I can't wait. That's very exciting.
Thanks.
Sean, what about you?
You can find me on Shawnee Havoc on Instagram or TikTok, or you can find our other podcast, Solving for X, an X-Men Task podcast, on YouTube, Instagram. We're on Blue Sky. We're on the other one, Threads. We're just starting our WandaVision coverage. I'm so excited, just in time for Halloween. And
Yes.
big things coming from our little pod soon, like a website.
It's going to be a very witchy Halloweeny month for us. I'm very excited.
Yales. Yales. That's all.
Yeah, you can. Well, thank you. Yes. You can find me at KJEEZY87 on Instagram, or follow this podcast, Words with the Witches, all the places. Just Google it. And we'll see you soon for the next issue. Thanks for listening. Bye. Your destiny still awaits. Dun, 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 dun.